Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you guys remember, and if you guys haven't seen it already, I made a video a while back talking about an app called Think Dirty, which I will link up here. I spoke about an app that helped with the green beauty world, purchasing non-toxic products, and I haven't done a video like that since, and I want to start doing videos like this where I mention businesses or apps or companies that do some sort of good or help making our lives better. That's what this video is about today. I am going to talk about a search engine online. If you guys haven't heard of this before, the search engine is called Ecosia. So Ecosia was founded by Christian Kroll back in December 2009 in Germany, I believe. And it's essentially like Google, except it uses its ad revenue towards planting trees to reforest our world, which is pretty freaking cool. So essentially, every time you make a search in Google, for example, on Ecosia, each search that you make will go towards planting a tree. The best way for me to describe this is to obviously show you on the screen. So if you look in the top right corner of the search engine, you'll see a tree with a number next to it. And that number will tell you how many of your searches have gone towards planting trees. Now, how this number translates is approximately 45 searches equals 1 tree. And as of right now, I'm currently at 50. So 45 out of that 50 has gone towards planting 1 tree, and I'm already working towards my second tree. So yeah, it's really cool, and it also tells you a number underneath of the search bar, how many trees that have already been planted by Ecosia. And I just find that trying to start a business that's like Google is very difficult because Google has already established themselves. It's very difficult to have Google as your competitor, I guess. And I feel like it is important for us to recognize companies like this, like Ecosia, who are trying to, you know, utilize a platform like Google, but to use the money that they get out of it to do something good for the world. I did find the search engine a while ago, and I remember trying to use it back on my desktop, and I really did try to use it, but I did find that like me trying to remember to type in Ecosia on my browser was very difficult because my muscle memory is already typing in Google. So what you can do is, if you're already using Google Chrome, you can download their extension to have it added onto your Google Chrome. So whenever you do search in your search bar, automatically it will just search through Ecosia rather than Google, and in turn these searches will go towards planting trees, which is super awesome. So a little bit more info on Ecosia. Every time you search with Ecosia, 80% of their profits goes towards supporting tree planting programs. And what I like about Ecosia is that they're very transparent. So although they are a search engine, if you like scroll down on the main page, there's like more info or like frequently asked questions. They also post their financial reports that they are accountable every month for where their money is going towards. So you can see the breakdown of how and where the ad money is going. And I don't think there are a lot of companies these days that are that transparent. And another thing that's awesome is, even though they are doing some good, I know in their frequently asked questions, there are people who are asking if they can help and volunteer through Ecosia to help plant trees. And I actually find it kind of cool that they're saying, no, we are not accepting volunteers to help plant trees, because they want to support the local communities around the areas that they are planting trees. So why trees out of all things that they could be doing? If you guys didn't already know this, trees absorb CO2, which is like the main driver of climate change. So when we have large forests, it creates clouds, and then in turn it reflects sunlight, which cools our planet. Trees obviously absorb a lot of the gases and pollution and then filters it out to give us oxygen. Trees are one of the most diverse systems on our planet. Trees protect the soil from erosion and create productive and fertile land, because if you cut down a bunch of trees, that soil is going to eventually turn into a desert, essentially, because there's nothing to protect the soil. Forests regulate water cycles and prevent floods, which is very important as well. Forests provide a lot of healthy food and nutrients, and the livelihood of 1.6 billion people basically depend on forests. As you can see from these 6 main and important points, trees are the most ideal place for them to put their money to help do some good in this world. Another thing that's awesome about Ecosia is that they have a mission to plant 1 billion trees by 2020. And as of right now, they are currently at 20,250,519 trees that they have planted. You can also have the Ecosia app on your phone if you want to start using it on your phone as well. Like I said, Ecosia is still growing. I think that if everyone started to use Ecosia, their platform would become more like Google. So for example, when you Google like a restaurant, a lot of times you will have a review that pops up that, you know, will rate it and all the stuff on the side, give you all the information about the restaurant. As of right now, Ecosia isn't that efficient with the searches, but they do pull up this pretty much the same searches as Google does. And I think it's important for us to support companies like this, because eventually, if enough of us are backing up a brand like Ecosia that are doing some sort of good, eventually it's gonna turn into something like Google. Yeah, so I think that you guys should all be changing your search engines to Ecosia, or at least make an effort to search on Ecosia when you can. I definitely switch back and forth because at work I do use Google, but at home I do find that I am using Ecosia more on my home computer. Try your best, contribute to this cause. I think it's great, and it keeps count of how many trees that your searches have gone towards planting trees. Let me know if you guys are already using it, and if you are, tell me how many trees that you have already planted through Ecosia. Super pumped about this. Definitely check it out. Tell your friends, tell your family, share it with them, because I think it's super awesome. Anyways, have a great day. If you guys liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel for more videos, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.